Western Family Care for your health care. In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Welcome, everyone, to Riverton Middle School, as we are just now watching Grable put on a clinic against the boys from Big Piney. Final score here, 60-27. The entire fourth quarter had a running clock as they went to the fourth quarter up 50-20, I believe. I think it was 50-15, actually. But that game was over pretty much from the second it started. And we are looking forward now to the Wind River Lady Cougars taking on the Big Piney Lady Punchers here in this third game of the girls 2A West regional bracket. Earlier we had Shoshone losing to Kimmer, and now the middle school being used for the boys' games. As I said, Grable beating Big Piney, And now we turn our attention to Wind River, and they play the Big Piney Lady Punchers. My name is Shawn O'Brate, your WYO Today sports director. And without Ernie over today, he is stuck in the snow. Ernie, we wish you well. We will probably get Ernie for the Lander game, which has been rescheduled in Lyman for tomorrow afternoon. More information on that later. But now, looks like they're actually going to give us quite a bit of breathing room before this game. This game was not scheduled to tip off until 3:30, and they're going to keep it that way. So we're going to have an extended pregame show, our Hampton Inn and Suites pregame show, and I'm going to start that off here by going to some words from our sponsors. Without them, none of this would be possible. So we'll be back on 93.1 KFCW, and you're listening on WYO Today's YouTube stream as well.
WYO Glass wants to wish all the Lander Valley Tiger teams good luck this year. WYO Glass is locally owned and operated in Lander. They bleed green. Call or stop in today to get a quote on a window or get a quick fix on your window for a rock chip. WYO Glass is Lander.
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, and in advanced medical technologies, so access to better care is closer to home.
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment. A well-drawn-up game plan can be the difference between wins and losses. The same can be said about your mental health. Making a game plan to talk to your children can make a huge impact on them and help make them feel supported and listened to. The good news is, this winning game plan isn't hard to implement. All it takes is you starting the conversation and being ready to talk. If you need helpful resources and tools, you can visit FremontCountyPrevention.com.
If your vehicle needs repair, you can depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Hey there, how's your day going?
Frustrating. My car's check engine light came on and they can't take it in till next week. And then Max, our Rottweiler, chewed up my glasses and I'm going to have to wait at least a week to get another pair. It seems you have to wait for everything important.
I know the feeling. Some things seem to take forever to get done.
Forgot to ask, how's your day?
I had to take my daughter into the clinic to have her arm looked at.
Let me guess. You had to wait to get an appointment. What was it, 1 week, 2 weeks?
Same day.
What? Same day?
We go to Hot Springs Health. They offer same-day appointments at all their clinics. Riverton, Shoshone, Thermopolis, Worland, and Basin. You just call the clinic and you have an appointment in a matter of minutes. It's easy and so convenient.
Wow, so Hot Springs Health actually values our time? Thanks for the advice. Now if I could only get a same-day appointment for Max. He hasn't been the same since he ate my glasses. He keeps running around and making a spectacle of himself.
For more information or directions, please visit hotspringshealth.com, your hub of healthcare in the Basin.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Welcome back to our Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show. We are pregaming the Big Piney Lady Punchers versus the Wind River Lady Cougars. And I have one of these Lady Cougars here, Miss Allison Tidzump, a junior who was up there in the leading scorers for this team before she broke her arm a couple weeks ago. First off, Miss Tidzump, how's the arm doing?
It's okay. I popped it back in place, so.
I heard it was a pretty gnarly fall that happened. That happened to be the game that we weren't at. But what was going through your mind when you hit the ground and you realized your arm wasn't really movable?
I seen my arm and I was like, oh my gosh. I wasn't even worried about my arm. I was more worried about my season than my arm.
Well, your season was going great, and your Lady Cougars have really been on a tear these last few weeks, especially since that game that we called against Du Bois where you guys won by a mile. You guys are playing the Big Piney Lady Punchers. You've played this team a couple times now. What should your team be looking for to get the win today? What does Big Piney do well that you guys need to combat?
They rebound really good, and I say rebounding and just talking to each other most of all.
They get really communicative, which is definitely a big push here. So have you been watching, obviously you've been watching the games without you. Who's really stepped up in your own mind and taken some of those points? You averaged 8.4 points a game. They got some girls that are going to have to keep up with those. Who do you think can do it the best? Maybe not the best, but who do you think can do it and do it well today?
There's a couple. I say John A. Spoonhunter, Karina Frederick, and Amanda Jenkins, and Natalie Walker.
And so this, like I said, they've been kind of on a tear lately, but what makes this team really dangerous heading into this game and these regionals?
The bond that we have and the hard work that we all have.
And Coach Klein, what has he been really pushing this week as far as practice goes? Have you guys been working harder on rebounding or communication or shooting? Has there been something that you guys have really honed in on during practice?
Shooting, rebounding, and communicating with each other.
And what's your favorite thing about Coach Klein, the way that he coaches?
He's funny, and no matter what, he apologizes. Even after he yells at us, he's all, I'm sorry, guys.
I can see that, having conversations with him. Well, hey, I really appreciate you coming up here. I told you it was going to be quick. What's your score prediction for this game, if you could give one?
40s, 30s.
40s and 30s.
Yeah.
I can take that. You just saw a pretty blowout game there by Grable, so I imagine this game's going to have to be something good to combat that. So, Miss Tidzump, I appreciate you coming up here. Good luck healing your arm.
Thank you.
Before next season. I will be excited to call your games next season, too.
Thank you.
Hey, no problem. And we'll be back with even more of the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show right after this.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Wyoming Community Bank is ready to serve you. Stop in at any one of their branches located in Riverton, Lander, and DuBois. A bank that is owned and operated by the locals of Fremont County. Wyoming Community Bank. They're here to help you.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stand.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
When you think about wellness, do you think about long walks, nutrition, having a personal trainer? No matter what your idea of wellness looks like, you can find yourself at Gotchi Gym. Their 1,900 square foot facility makes them one of the largest gyms open to the public in Wyoming. Be the best version of yourself with state-of-the-art equipment from senior to strongman. Take advantage of having a bistro on site as well as a certified NASM personal trainer. Take the first step in reaching your goals. Gotchi Gym. Gotchi Rehabilitation is always looking for new team members. See more at gotchi.org.
Welcome back here to Wyoming High School 2A regional basketball tournament. We were just watching the Wyoming Indian boys game. That is why I had them on my mind, and they actually ended up losing to the Shoshone boys. It was a heck of a game over there. We got to watch most of it in between. It ended with a final score of 57-39 with 3 minutes to go. I'll have to get the final score. I thought that was. But Cody Beers over there at Riverton High School calling all the big action on the high school court. I'm over here in the middle school, relegated to the middle school Spartans court. And not as much space for fans, but it's still filling up pretty fast. The Big Piney and Grable game was almost entirely full as the middle school Spartans basketball court has one side of bleachers, and believe me, they were pretty close to being full with Big Piney fans and Grable fans. So now we move on to Big Piney versus Wind River, and we need to make sure that our scoreboard is working here. We will get it working here in a second. Away, there we go. And Big Piney is coming into this with a record of 8-12, while the Wind River Lady Cougars are working on a record of 7-14 on their own. I'm going to do a little break here while I get my scoreboard working. I'll be right back. We are 15 minutes away from tip-off. All right, welcome back. For those of you watching on WYO Today's YouTube page, you just saw me finagle a scoreboard into working. Sorry about all that, and we will be back with our sponsors here shortly. It's 10 minutes and 30 seconds to go until tip-off between these two teams. Wind River, like I said, coming in with a 7-14 record on the season, 3-3 in conference play. Meanwhile, Big Piney coming in with just a little bit of a better record, 8-12 total overall, but sitting at 2-4 in conference play. And now we will get into our Sutherland starting lineup. Remember, for all of your home improvement needs, whether they be in Lander, Pavillion, or anywhere else in Fremont County, be sure to head out to Riverton's Sutherlands for your home improvement needs. For your Wind River Lady Cougars, starting, we have number 3, Natalie Walker with 6.4 points per game. Number 10, Karina Frederick, 4.7 points per game. Number 22, John A. Spoonhunter at 9.3 points per game. 24, Angela Spoonhunter at 1.6 points per game. And 31, Amanda Jenkins with 7.7 points per game. For those of you wondering where Allison Tidzump is, if you missed our pregame conversation with her, she broke her arm in a game about 2 weeks ago. By all accounts, it was a pretty gnarly fall. Her elbow went the other way. They had to pause the game for about 20-30 minutes to get the right medical team up there. They didn't want to hurt her any more than she already was. She is a big part of this team. She was averaging 8.4 points per game, but she was leading the team in rebounds by a large margin, 6.2 rebounds per game. The only person close to that on the team was Natalie Walker with 3.3. So that should show, actually John A. Spoonhunter has 4.3. That should show you just how much they really, really utilized her under the basket. And now for Big Piney's lineup, it is Shelby Guess, number 5, with 2.7 points per game. Number 10, Micah Strong, 7 points per game. Number 13, Sherry Ann Brower, with 4.7 points per game. Hannah Runyon, number 42, with 7 points per game. And number 14, Rain Sorensen, who is leading the team with 9 points per game. Our Sutherland starting lineup, as always, brought to you by Sutherland's. And I'm actually going to take a word from our sponsors real quick, and I'll be back with our Lander Journal Keys to the Game.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org. Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now. Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the Wyo Today app now.
And yes, if you are not watching on Wyo Today's YouTube page, you can get that Wyo Today app for free on the App Store or the Google Play Store or whatever Androids use. And you can see what we have on wyotoday.com as far as news goes, and it'll bring you to all of our streams that we have going on. Like I said, Cody Beers over in the high school calling games. He just called a 61-41 loss, Shoshone beating Wyoming Indian, and it's going to be just a great day for basketball at both this middle school location and the high school location, not to mention Lander hosting the 1A tournament out there. We wish our friends in DuBois a very, very good luck on their season-ending tournament here. Don't know how DuBois is doing at the moment. I believe they did tip off about an hour ago, though. Wish we could have called that game. We just have too many Fremont County games here in Riverton to afford to go out there. It's a great time to be a basketball fan, though. Lots of good games. 4.5 minutes to go before tip-off here. Let's get into our Lander Journal keys to the game. The keys to the game, Allison Tidzump mentioned it a little bit earlier. The rebounding is going to have to be on point for Wind River today, as they are facing one of the best rebounding teams in the entire 3A. Big Piney, 27.8 rebounds per game. Now that's way off the mark from Wyoming Indian, who leads the 2A and 47.8 rebounds. They're doing pretty good, though. One big thing, though, Big Piney leading all of 2A girls in shooting percentage. 40.5% from the field. They average three three-pointers a game. Sorry about that. And they're doing a great job as far as their field goal percentage. They make a lot of their free throws, too. They average 44.7%. Wind River actually averaging better with more attempts per game. They're averaging 48.5% from the free throw line, but they're sitting at 5th on field goal percentage at 33.3%. Wind River above Big Piney by just a little bit in scoring. Wind River averages just under 40 points a game. Big Piney averages exactly 39 points a game. A couple big players to watch out for. Wind River's Amanda Jenkins averages 4 steals a game. That's tied with Tyler Thatcher, who we just watched in their game against Shoshone earlier. Kimmer's Tyler Thatcher and Amanda Jenkins tied at 4 steals a game. Now, Big Piney, though, they have quite a few big players themselves. Hannah Runyon averages almost 6.5 rebounds per game by herself, as well as Shelby Guest and Micah Strong. They both average over 2.5 assists per game. John A. Spoonhunter, a really big scorer. She is 9th in all of 2A in scoring with 9.3 points per game. Big Piney's Rain Wheeler sits right behind her at 10th place with 9 points per game. There's going to be some players that they really need to watch out for. Sherry Ann Brower, one of the better three-point shooters in the 2A. She shoots 40%, pretty much, 39.6% from three-point land, and she's doing a great job this season. Micah Strong, Big Piney's Micah Strong, sitting at 54% from field goal percentage. She's up there. She's number 2 in all of 2A, and it's going to be a head-to-head battle today. Coach Klein asked him earlier about how you replace Tidzump at such a pivotal moment in the season. You know, you lose her late in the season. You got to learn how to play without her right before the biggest games. And he even said it. He said you cannot replace Tidzump. The way that she gets the ball underneath the basket, the way she finds an open teammate if she can't find the shot, and just the way that she composes herself, whether they're up by 20, down by 20, or it's a close game. It's going to be a tough day without Allison Tidzump. Doesn't mean that Wind River can't do it. They definitely have the talent here. John A. Spoonhunter going to be a big factor today. Like I said, 9.3 points per game. She is going to have a big game. And the Big Piney Lady Punchers and Wind River Lady Cougars getting out of their warm-up gear and getting ready for the lineups being announced. Looks like our referee crew, I recognize one of them. None from Riverton. That seems to be the way it is around here right now. And with 45 seconds left to go before tip-off, I'll take it back to commercials one last time. When we come back, it's Wind River. It's Big Piney. It's going to be a big day. It's going to be a fun time. We'll be back on 93.1 KFCW, and you're listening on YO Today's YouTube page, which you can always stream for free.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Wyoming Community Bank is ready to serve you. Stop in at any one of their branches located in Riverton, Lander, and DuBois. A bank that is owned and operated by the locals of Fremont County. Wyoming Community Bank. They're here to help you.
Welcome back. That is going to conclude our Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show. As you can hear the lineups being announced, and if you were not here 10 minutes ago, I will give you the Sutherland starting lineups. For Big Piney, number 5, Shelby Guest, averaging 2.7 points per game. Number 10, Micah Strong, averaging 7 points a game. Number 13, Sherry Ann Brower, averaging 4.7 points per game. Number 42, Hannah Runyon, 7 points per game. And number 14, Rain Sorensen, their leading scorer at 9 points per game. For your Wind River Lady Cougars, it's number 3, Natalie Walker, 6.4 points per game. Number 10, Karina Frederick, she averages 4.7 points per game. Number 22, the leading scorer for the team, John A. Spoonhunter at 9.3 points per game. Angela Spoonhunter, 1.6 points per game. And Amanda Jenkins, number 31, at 7.7 points per game. And Jenkins knows how to find the assist. She's one of the better assisters on this team, and she has a lot of ways to do it too. She has, at the moment, the most assists on the team, tied with Natalie Walker at 23. So, without further ado, here comes the tip-off. We're going to see Natalie Walker go up against number 42, Hannah Runyon, at the tip. As the Big Piney Lady Punchers cheerleaders travel across one last time, Big Piney gets the tip. It automatically goes to Micah Strong, who dribbles it off her foot, almost gets it stolen. It is now stolen. Nice bounce pass goes right into the hands of number 10, Karina Frederick. And now Jenkins finds Frederick underneath the basket. No good. She was going too fast and just throws it up off the backboard. Now Big Piney almost gets away with the travel, and no, they are going to call that. That is 2 turnovers already for Big Piney. Not even 30 seconds into the game, Amanda Jenkins going to throw it in. She throws it into Natalie Walker, gets it back out to Jenkins. They're facing full court press early in the game. Long football pass all the way down to the right wing. Now an inside look into number 10, Karina Frederick. She misses the layup though. Rebound batted out to Big Piney. And now Micah Strong dribbling to the right side, far side of the wing. Big Piney in their red uniforms, white numbers, going right to left on your radio dial. Wind River in their white uniforms and purple numbers, and now a double dribble by number 5, Shelby Guest. That is the 3rd turnover already for Big Piney. Now Jenkins, long pass inside to Natalie Walker. As I try and find our game on YouTube. If you can't find it on YouTube, you're looking in the wrong spot. And first points of the game go to number 3, Natalie Walker, long 2. And now Big Piney with the ball, down 2-0. As number 5 almost loses the ball. She gets it back. Steal by Wind River. Everything's happening so fast right in front of me. And now number 10, Karina Frederick, at the top of the key. She dribbles it around. Shelby Guest has to give it back out to Amanda Jenkins. Jenkins now finds the inside look to Angela Spoonhunter, who goes in, and she puts it in for 2. Angela Spoonhunter for 2, and now Big Piney with a serious bounce pass inside the paint. Excuse me. And no good there. Blocked by Amanda Jenkins was number 14, Rain Sorensen's shot. And now an air ball lands in the hands of Wind River. Natalie Walker dribbles in. She gets it stolen right at the back court line. And then she palmed the ball, did number 10, Micah Strong. So already 5 turnovers in the game, 2 minutes in for Big Piney. Amanda Jenkins inbounding it from right in front of us. She inbounds it to Frederick. Frederick, easy open lane for 2. And the Wind River Lady Cougars are up 6-0 to begin this game. And now a big look inside for Big Piney, but they get their shot blocked out. And now a little layup goes awry. No good off the backboard. Rebounded by Wind River. And a long pass into the paint, a football pass. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wind River. That'll be a turnover. The pass was meant to go over the head of Sherry Ann Brower. And good on Brower. She got her hands up. Actually, that wasn't Brower. I'm sorry. That was Micah Strong. Got her hands up. Tipped it out, and then Wind River tried to grab it as it went out of bounds. So it stays 6-0, 5:30 to go in this first quarter. Coming up the court, Micah Strong going up against Natalie Walker. She passes it off to Guest. Guest inside the paint, has to give it back out. Now Micah Strong on the right side, far side. She gets up to the free throw line and just throws it away. Bad pass into the hands. And now Jenkins gets a long pass, outlet pass, and she puts up a left-handed crazy shot. She knew she was going to get fouled, though. And that's going to be the first foul of the game. Looks like on number 10, Micah Strong. Let's make sure here. If you weren't with us in the first game, this scorekeeper, first shot no good for Frederick. I'm sorry, for Jenkins. But yeah, the scoreboard operator does not put up the numbers until very late. So if I miss a foul, that's why. Second shot up, no good for Jenkins. Rebounded, though, by Janae Spoonhunter. Puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Big Piney, now down at the other end of the court. Big Piney got a nice pass inside to Sherry Ann Brower, who puts up the shot. It's good, and one. That was a quick sequence of events. The fast break led to an open look down there, and that'll be Big Piney's first points of the game. Are they going to count those? Yes, they are. 6-2. Here's the old-fashioned three-point play for Brower. Up and nothing but net. So it's 6-3 now. Wind River inbounds it. Natalie Walker's got the ball. They're still in the backcourt. They're going to have to hurry. Long pass now goes across the timeline into the paint. And a little 3-foot floater. No good. Rebounded by Angela Spoonhunter. Janae Spoonhunter. No good, but she gets fouled on the putback. Foul on 22. Briley Bailey, did not even see her enter the game for Big Piney. She's averaging 4.1 points per game. Already has her first foul. And here is Janae Spoonhunter's first shot, up and good. 7-3 now, Wind River. Second shot up, you can hear Big Piney doing a good job getting their fans involved. Janae's second shot up, off the back of the iron, no good. So the rebound goes to Big Piney, and now Big Piney in their red uniforms on the other side of the court. Nice inside pass to Briley Bailey. Last touch by her as it goes out of bounds. I thought that would have been Wind River's last touch, but that is going to be a turnover, the 7th by Big Piney already in this game. Big Piney, coached by Brian Espenscheid. I did ask for a pronunciation. And wow, Wind River really quickly going down. They drove down into the paint, and then a bad pass by Karina Frederick. Just a little bit too high for her teammate to handle. It goes out of bounds. Remains 7-3. 4.5 minutes to go. We're almost halfway done with this first quarter. Big Piney at the top of the key. Now they pass it inside to the baseline, and that was Sharina Brower, who puts up a little shot. No good, but she's fouled by number 24, Angela Spoonhunter. And that is her first foul of the game. First shot up, no good. So Brower now has 3 points. She's 1 for 2 from the free throw line. We get some subs coming in. Number 2, Martina Large coming in for Wind River. I did not see who sat down. I'll give you a number here in a minute. Brower, second shot up off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by 2, a Wind River and a Big Piney, and it's a held ball, and that means that it's Wind River's ball. So on the court, you got Martina Large, Karina Frederick, Natalie Walker, Janae Spoonhunter and Angela Spoonhunter. So it looks like Jenkins was the one that came out. They're facing full court press. into Martina Large. Martina Large now down court to Angela Spoonhunter, and inside to Large, but a push on Briley Brown. That'll be another foul on Brown. Or I'm sorry, on Bailey, Briley Bailey. So now inbounding it is Martina Large. She inbounds it to Natalie Walker. Now inside the paint to Johnay. Johnay puts up a shot too hard, gets her own rebound, puts up another one. That one's good. Johnay now with 3 points in this first quarter. Big Piney long outlet pass to Briley. Underneath the basket, no good. Rebounded by Briley, though. She has to pass it back out. Big Piney resets. Now on the right side, far side, over to the top of the key, and she's just going to put up a shot from the free throw line. No good. That was number 1, Cody Green. And now a rebound by Wind River. Ooh, almost got it stolen as they were trying to pass it around, but Natalie Walker's got the ball. She approaches the timeline. It's 9-3, Wind River, and they're going to call a timeout. Oh, they didn't get the timeout in time. A 10-second violation on the backcourt. That is a turnover on Wind River. You could see Coach Klein was trying to call a timeout. I don't know if they didn't hear him or if it just wasn't in time. But now number 14, Rain Sorensen inbounds it to number 10, Micah Strong. Strong at the top of the key. Oh, and just immediately throws it away. Bad pass, stolen away by number 10, and Wind River almost throws it away. Now Natalie Walker gets the ball back, puts up a little 3-foot floater, no good. Rebounded this time by Big Piney. Big Piney's Micah Strong goes inside and throws it away, goes out of bounds. A lot of bad passes for Big Piney so far. They already have 9 turnovers. 3:09 still left to go in this first quarter. They had to get the ball from out in the hallway. That's how far the ball went. Now number 2, Martina Large, going to inbound it. Facing full court pressure. Gets it off to Walker. Walker back to Large. Now back to Walker. Now over to number 10, Karina Frederick, and now she finds Johnay Spoonhunter. Now to Angela Spoonhunter under the basket. No good, though. She tried to get her own rebound, and instead Martina Large and another Big Piney player battle for it. That's going to be a held ball. Boy, Angela Spoonhunter had nothing in front of her. She just had to jump up, put it off the backboard. She just put it off too hard and ended up with no points. And now we get the big girl in, Hannah Runyon, coming back in for Big Piney. She's going to bring a big presence underneath the basket, much like Allison Tidzump used to. Tidzump off with the boys team cheering on the girls here in the middle school as the bleachers have really, really filled up here. Big Piney now on the right side, far side corner. They pass it inside now to number 3, Sienna White Rock. She puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Runyon. The putback is going to be a foul. And that foul's on 22, Johnay Spoonhunter. And that is Johnny's first. 9-3, 2:42 to go. Runyon. Free throw is up and no good off the back of the iron. I'm sorry, off of the front of the iron. Second shot coming by Runyon. Up this time off the, now it's too hard, off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Johnay Spoonhunter. Now a pass, they're still in the backcourt. They're doing a great job, full court pressure. Johnay gets the ball in the paint though somehow. Puts up a little 5-foot floater, no good. Rebounded by Big Piney. And then the ball thrown, and it's a perfectly good outlet pass. And the shot goes up and good for number 14, Rain Sorensen. She had a chance to get it blocked, and now a steal. Wind River throws the ball away, and then Big Piney dribbles it off their feet for their 10th turnover. Wind River, just a quick inbound pass led to a bad pass right as they were going up to the timeline. 5 turnovers for Wind River, 10 for Big Piney. 9-5, 2:12 to go. Natalie Walker gets the ball, hands it off to Jenkins. Jenkins, long pass, too long, and that's going to be out of bounds. They are getting frustrated with this full court defense. It's causing them to throw a lot longer passes than they're used to. They're not very crisp, and that has led to a lot of turnovers. You could say the same about Big Piney, though. We got some wholesale changes coming in. We got number 5, 13, and 10 coming in. That's Shelby Guest, Micah Strong, and Sherry Ann Brower coming in. The other players on the court, Runyon still there, and Rain Sorensen still there. So their starting lineup back on the court. Inbound pass goes to Micah Strong. not facing full court pressure anymore. And now a steal by Jenkins. Jenkins has no one in front of her. She's going to get the easiest layup of her life, and it's good. Another turnover leading to points for Wind River. And now it's 11-5. Big Piney now on the right far side. Micah Strong over to Shelby Guest. And now Strong on the left side wing. Has to pick up her dribble, puts it over to Rain Sorensen, who drives the baseline, gives it underneath the Runyon. Runyon goes up for a layup, and she's fouled. Shot did not go in, so she's going to get 2 here. See who the foul is on. It looks like it's on 22. That is not good. That is John A's second of the first quarter. John A, not only their leading scorer, but now one of their leading rebounders without Tidzump. Runyon's first shot up, no good. She is now 0 for 3 from the free throw line, and John A has to come out. They bring in Emma Miller. Emma only averaging 0.4 points per game. She does a lot of defense, though, as Runyon's second shot is good, her first points of the game. It's now 11-6. Jenkins gets the ball, passes it over to Miller. Miller now goes to the top of the key to Natalie Walker. Jenkins on the left wing, going to put up a 3 off the iron, no good. Rebounded by Runyon. 80 seconds to go in this first quarter. It's 11-6. Big Piney passes it over to Brower. Brower on the left wing near side, now over to Sorensen in the left corner near side. Oh, and Runyon almost loses the ball. She manages to get it back out to Shelby Guest, who bounce passes it to the right side, far side. Now a cross-court pass tipped out to the top of the key. That was a great pass, almost stolen. And now on the right side, and then they just throw it away. Couldn't handle the pass. That is the 12th turnover for Big Piney in this first quarter alone. 55.4 seconds to go in this first quarter. Walker hands it off to Jenkins. Jenkins trying to get across the timeline. She passes it to Large, who's double-teamed immediately. She gets it back out to Walker. Walker at the top of the key. She's being hounded by Micah Strong. Now over to Large. Large dribbling on the left side, far side wing. Now to the top of the key. She gives it off to Jenkins. Cross-court pass to Walker. Emma Miller wasn't looking for the pass. She gets it anyway. Cross-court to Jenkins. Jenkins goes inside, puts up a wild shot. No good. 22 seconds to go. Big Piney puts up a crazy pass of their own. Almost goes out of bounds. Corralled by Strong. Now over to number 13, who puts up a shot. No good. That was Brower. Brower puts up a shot. No good. And then player control foul on number 11. I didn't see that number. Number 10, I apologize. That's Micah Strong's second. And that player control foul leads to a Wind River ball with 11.3 seconds to go. The baskets are right in my way of the scoreboard, so if I get the time wrong, that's on me. Jenkins gets the ball in the backcourt. Long pass, almost stolen away. Now Emma Miller with it. Now back to Walker for 3. Oh, that would have been a crazy way to end the quarter, but instead it goes off the back of the iron. So at the end of the first period, it is Wind River Lady Cougars 11, Big Piney Lady Punchers 6. We'll be back after this on 93.1 KFCW.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing.
Walk on a pathway instead of the road. Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stand.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
Welcome back. Want to thank WYDOT and Cody Beers. Remember, it's really snowy and icy outside, so wear your seatbelt. Only 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelt. Let's get that up to 100. Second quarter in action now. Natalie Walker gets the inbound pass from Jenkins. Jenkins gets the ball back. We'll go over some first quarter stats next chance we get. Jenkins cross court to Walker. Walker now gives it out to Angela Spoonhunter put up a 3, no good. Rebounded by Johnny Spoonhunter. Jenkins back inside to Johnny, and Johnny's shot looked like she was fouled, but it was actually just a tipped ball. Looked like Runyon tipped it, so Wind River's going to get it underneath their own basket. Jenkins, long pass to the top of the key, out to number 10, Karina Frederick. Walker now gets the ball, and she's stopped. She has to pick it up. Gives it off to Jenkins, who loses the ball and then picks it back up. That could have been bad. Almost a turnover, and now it goes back to Frederick. Frederick at the top of the key. Picks up her dribble, off to Jenkins. Now inside to John A. John A. puts it back out to Frederick for the free throw. No good. John A. gets the rebound. A little turnaround jumper. She didn't have enough oomph on it. And that leads to the first possession for Big Piney as they rebound it. Nice pass over 4 Lady Cougars. Gets the shot off. No good under the basket. Rebounded by Wind River. That was a shot up by Rain Sorensen, who had nobody in front of her. And now a 3 by Wind River. No good. That was Karina Frederick. Rebounded by Big Piney, and now they got numbers 2-on-1, but it's stolen away by Frederick. First turnover of the second quarter. Frederick gets the ball across the timeline, gets the ball poked out, and now it's stolen. Big Piney's ball. So 2 turnovers back to back, and now Big Piney goes up for the layup. No foul. Lizzie Brandt put up a wild shot, got kind of knocked around, and instead of a foul, it's out of bounds, and Coach Espenscheid is asking for a clarification there. So they're saying it was last touched by Wind River. They're changing their minds because Wind River was about to inbound the pass, and now Big Piney gets the ball. 4 fouls on each team. Big Piney rebounding it underneath the basket, and it's immediately stolen, almost picked up by number 13, Brower, who puts up a shot as soon as she grabs it from about 4 feet out, and it's good. And that leads to an 11-8 lead for Wind River. They get it across the timeline. They get it into the paint. Now Walker's going to put up a 3. That's very short, rebounded by Runyon. They just didn't have the ability there to get inside the paint, so they put up a 3, and now Big Piney quickly gets under the paint and loses the ball. Turnover right into the hands of Jenkins, who drives coast to coast, gives it back out to John A. Spoonhunter, puts up a shot, no good, and that's going to be a foul. And that wasn't John A., that was actually Karina Frederick who got the ball, and she's going to go to the line for 2. That is a foul on Lizzie Brandt of Big Piney. Karina Frederick going to the line. She's a 29% free throw shooter on the season. First shot up, no good. Coach Frederick, her father, football coach, sitting right in front of us. Cooper Frederick, her brother, broke the single game rushing record earlier this year, 560 yards. It was insane. Karina Frederick's second shot also no good. Big Piney rebounds it, gets it off to Brower. Brower still in the backcourt, now crosses the timeline. She gives it off to Shelby Guest, who puts up a 3, air ball almost, actually. It hit the iron at the last second, and it's rebounded by Big Piney and then knocked away by Wind River. That's going to be a steal. Wind River now 2-on-2. Jenkins has to hold on to it, gives it back out to Walker at the top of the key. Walker calling out a play. Gives it off to Frederick. Frederick on the right wing, now back to Jenkins at the top of the key, over to Walker. Walker drives the baseline, puts up a shot from 5 feet out, no good. Rebounded by Angela Spoonhunter, back out to Jenkins. Jenkins to John A. John A drives, puts up a shot with the right hand, and it's good. John A. Spoonhunter with her 5th points of the game. As Wind River goes up 13-8 now. Oh, and Brower wide open drives to the lane, but she gives it back out to Runyon, who puts up a long 2. No good. Rebounded by 22, Briley Bailey, and she gets her first points of the game as she gets the putback there. Big Piney now only down by 3 again. Natalie Walker over to Frederick, inside to John A. John A. walked, but they're not going to call it. Frederick now on the right side, near side corner, and she just throws it away. Bad pass. Tried to bounce pass it to John A. There was a red jersey in front of her. And now a outlet pass inside to 22. That's Briley Bailey's second made 2-pointer in a row. And Wind River now only up by 1 with 4:15 to go, and Wind River throws the ball away too high for Karina Frederick, and you can hear the Big Piney fans on their feet. Big Piney brought a lot of fans. For one of the last teams to be here, they brought quite a few people. And now Wind River's going to call a timeout to stop the bleeding. We'll take it with them. It's 13-12. You're listening on 93.1 KFCW and you're watching on WYO Today's YouTube page.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
From the field to the court to the pool and beyond, Fremont County athletes give their blood, sweat, and tears for their teammates and community. Why compromise that with alcohol or marijuana? Help your athlete make the most of their playing time by avoiding the dangers and impact that substance use can have on their performance and future. For more resources and information, visit FremontCountyPrevention.com.
Welcome back. The Go Big Red chant, which is not a Big Piney chant. That is a Nebraska Cornhuskers chant, but they're using it for their own, and they're not the only one here. Every team pretty much does it. Lander does Go Big Green at their basketball games. Riverton does it as well, Go Big Red. It's just a common thing out here, I guess. And now with 4:23 to go in this second quarter, Big Piney gets the ball, inbounds it to number 3, Sienna White Rock. Now a long cross-court pass to Cody Green. Green inside to White Rock, puts up a shot. Little floater, 6 feet long, no good. Rebounded by the much taller Emma Miller. Miller towers over everyone on this court right now. She didn't have to even jump for it. Now across the timeline comes Natalie Walker. Walker drives inside, she stops. Emma Miller at the free throw line has to give it back out to Frederick. Frederick cross-court to Jenkins, back out to Walker. Walker now inside to Miller, much taller, tries to push it out. And now at the top of the key, they've had to give it back out a couple times. Now inside to John A. Back out to number 31, Amanda Jenkins, who puts up a 3, no good. Rebounded by Big Piney. Cody Green now running up the court to the right side, far side wing. Cross court to Shelby Guest, who finds inside. Briley Bailey puts up a shot, no good. Last touch by Big Piney as it goes out of bounds. And that was great defense there by Karina Frederick and Natalie Walker to really swarm Briley Bailey. I think I've called Briley Bailey everything under the sun so far today. But Briley Bailey with the shot had it and was just surrounded. Now Natalie Walker gets the shot. They're having to find creative ways to get across this full court press, and they do so across the timeline. Back-to-back passes from Jenkins to Frederick, and now Walker over to Frederick on the left side, far side key for 3, no good. Rebounded though by Angela Spoonhunter, and on the putback she is fouled. Boy, Frederick had an open look at 3, missed everything. Luckily Angela Spoonhunter was there, and she'll go to the line for 2. The foul on number 1, Cody Green. Angela Spoonhunter's first free throw up, no good. Angela Spoonhunter, a 57% free throw shooter on the season, but she has only shot 7 attempts. That was 8, here's 9. That one up and nothing but net. Angela Spoonhunter with 3 points on the game so far. Quickly, White Rock comes down in a blaze of glory. She's just running, and she has to hand it off to Lizzie Brandt. Brandt now over to White Rock. White Rock on the left side, near side to Green, and then she has the ball tipped, turned over, and now Natalie Walker has one person in front of her to beat. She puts up the layup, no good, but she is fouled on that attempt on the fast break. I forgot it's 14-12. Walker's going to go to the line for 2. That foul on Lizzie Brandt, that's her second. Walker, a 63% free throw shooter. She's been to the line 30 times this season. 30 shots, and her first shot up and good. Natalie Walker now with 3 points. And number 13, Sherry Ann Brown, going to come in for Runyon. That's going to leave a size advantage for Miller underneath the basket. Let's see if Wind River chooses to utilize that, as Walker's second shot is up and good. Walker doing a great job today so far. Big Piney gets the ball, long outlet pass down under the basket, and Emma Miller, the size advantage I just said, didn't work as Briley Bailey faked her out with a little pump fake and got her to jump and puts it up, and it's good. So now it is 16-14 Wind River. Quickly, Jenkins gets the ball on a handoff over to Walker on the left wing. Walker calling a play, and now bounce pass goes awry to Emma Miller. She has to find an outlet pass, and now outside to Frederick for a long 2. They're going to call that a 2, correct? Yes, they are. That's a long 2 for Karina Frederick. And now a quick shot underneath. I didn't see if that was Briley Bailey, but I'm going to guess it was with how hot she is right now. That's her 8th point. Big Piney just finding all their points under the basket. Wind River gets it over the timeline to Walker. Walker to Jenkins. Jenkins on the right side to Frederick, who drives the baseline and dribbles it out of bounds. Turnover, Wind River. That is their 10th. Big Piney had that in the first quarter. Right now, Big Piney sitting pretty at 16 turnovers. We have 1:48 left in this second quarter. Big Piney inbounds it to White Rock. She's stopped in the backcourt. A lame duck pass somehow gets to the player, and now under the basket, there's no one there, and Cody Green gets her first points of the game. There was no one inside the paint for Wind River. They were doing all perimeter defense, and it's 18-18, all tied up. And now Frederick gets the ball. She tries to penetrate, can't, gets it back out to Jenkins. Over to Frederick, who's going to put up a 3 off the iron, no good. Rebounded by Big Piney. John A. Spoonhunter looked like she could have been fouled, but Big Piney, with 70 seconds to go, almost turns the ball over, and now Cody Green being harassed by Jenkins, and Jenkins going to get the ball. And yes, they are going to call that. That's going to be a turnover on Wind River, and then a foul to try and get the ball back on number 1 for Cody Green. She just dove at the feet, and that's going to lead to 1-and-1s as they now have 8 fouls. Again, I got the baskets right in front of the scoreboard. I don't know why they decided to put the scoreboard on that side of the building. But Amanda Jenkins going to go to the line for free throws. First one up and nothing but net. Amanda Jenkins, 60% from free throw range on the season. She's attempted the second most free throws too. Second one up and nothing but net again. She has 4 points on the game. Big Piney now trying to get back to a tie game before halftime. 1 minute left to go. Cody Green on the right side, far side, gets it knocked out by Walker, gets it back. And now a three-pointer is good by number 13, Sherry Ann Brower. And Big Piney takes the lead for the first time in this game. Wind River gets it over the timeline. Dangerous passes left and right across the court to get across this full court press. John A. Spoonhunter puts up a shot. No good. Rebounded by Angela, though. And Angela puts it up, and it is good. So lead back in Wind River. And Wind River has to play defense for the last 30 seconds here to keep this lead. And almost a steal, but it knocked it out to Cody Green. And now a blocking foul they're going to call as number 20, Lizzie Brandt, tried to drive the baseline. Foul on, who was that? Foul on number 10. That's Karina Frederick's second. Inbounding it for Big Piney will be Sherry Ann Brower. On the far side corner, she passes it all the way to the top of the key to Brandt. Brandt now cross court back over to Brower for a long 2. Hits the iron, no good. Rebounded by Briley. Briley puts it up, no good. Rebounded this time by Wind River. And Wind River gets the ball with 10 seconds to go. Natalie Walker, dangerous pass, and it's out of bounds. They just could not get anything going there. They had 2 or 3 players that were streaking open, but they were just faced with red jerseys whenever they turned around. So with 7.7 seconds to go, Wind River up 22-21. Brower going to come out, Runyon going to come out. They're going to put in a much smaller Lady Punchers lineup here. Oh, no, Runyon's just going to inbound the ball. And she inbounds it to White Rock. White Rock, oh, she traveled, but she's going to leave that with that. And last second shot, no good for 3. And that'll end this second half, or the second quarter. Wind River up 22-21. And we will be back with our Central Wyoming College halftime show here on 93.1 KFCW, and we're streaming on WYO Today's YouTube page.
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines!
Heinz General Store has been the grocery store of choice for the Fort Washakie area since 1945. For this week's special, see their website at heinzgeneralstore.net. And for convenient shopping this winter, click on Heinz Online, download the app, and shop in the comfort of home. Schedule a convenient pickup time, and the team at Heinz General Store will do the rest. Heinz General Store is a proud sponsor of Wyoming Indian basketball. Let's go, Chiefs!
And yeah, let's go Chiefs. They are playing on the other court out in the high school. The boys lost, the girls won. And they will be looking, the girls are heavily favored to win the entire tournament, and I wouldn't be surprised if they did. If you could see right now on the half court, Big Piney Lady Punchers, the cheer squad and their mascot is doing a little dance, doing a little cheer. And here's some stats I'll give you for your Wind River Lady Cougars. 2 points in each quarter, Natalie Walker has 4. 2 points in each quarter, Karina Frederick has 4. John A. Spoonhunter with 3 in the first, 2 in the second for 5. Angela Spoonhunter with 2 in the first and 3 in the second for 5. And Amanda Jenkins with 2 in each for 4. They had 11 points in each quarter. That's 22 points total at halftime. They also had 11 turnovers in the entire first half. Big Piney had 12 in the first quarter alone. They lowered that to 5 in the second quarter for a grand total of 17 turnovers in that first half. 2 points for Cody Green, 8 points for Sherry Ann Brower. She had a 3 and a 2-pointer in the second quarter. And Briley Bailey just went off, getting 8 points in that second quarter. They scored 6 in the first and 15 in the second. It is now 22-21 Wind River in front of a largely home crowd here. But like I said, Big Piney brought quite a few fans with them, lots of family. And we will take one short break. We'll be back with the rest of our Central Wyoming College halftime show after this.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
The staff and board at the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft show, or showed your livestock, thank you for all your efforts. We'll be moving and grooving next year, so stay tuned.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com, we're out there.
Welcome back, ladies and germs, to the Riverton Middle School basketball stadium. 4 minutes to go until the end of halftime. I gave you some stats. The big player of the game for Big Piney is not their leading scorer. It's actually Briley Bailey with double the amount of her average points per game already. She has 8. She averages 4.1 in the game. Wind River up by 1 point. That's really largely and thanks to a lot of turnovers, a lot of steals, and the defense really doing their part today for the Lady Cougars. One thing that they're going to have to do if they want to get this victory and move on to the next stage as a winner, they're going to have to stop these wide open passes underneath the basket. They're doing a great job of perimeter defense, but as far as the ball inside, that is where they're really missing Allison Tidzump and her presence. She is definitely needed underneath the basket to get those rebounds and get quite a few more points, especially offensively on the rebounds and the points. That's something that they have to do if Big Piney wants to win this game. They're just going to have to keep giving it to Briley Bailey under the basket, it looks like. That, or they're going to have to find creative ways to get Sherry Ann Brower and their leading scorer on the season, Rain Sorensen, more open. Rain, averaging 9 points per game, only has 2 at the moment. And that's largely in part to Wind River really honing in on her. And that is something that they're going to have to work on. Coach Klein and his girls coming out wearing their white jerseys with what looks like navy, but it is purple numbers outlined in white. Big Piney with their red jerseys, white numbers, and lots and lots of red in the stadium right now. A lot of purple to my right and a lot more red on my left. It looks like Rocky Mountains boys are looking to get on the practice court here. I guess not the practice court, but get on the court to practice. And we are going to take one more break with 2 minutes to go in our Central Wyoming College halftime show. We'll be back on 93.1 KFCW after this.
Wyoglass wants to wish all the Lander Valley Tiger teams good luck this year. Wyoglass is locally owned and operated in Lander. They bleed green. Call or stop in today to get a quote on a window or get a quick fix on your window for a rock chip. Wyoglass is Lander.
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, and in advanced medical technologies, so access to better care is closer to home.
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
My bad, everyone. I came back from the halftime and saw that there was already a score on the board, so Big Piney made a 2. We'll figure out who made that here in a second. coming back in progress. Wind River now under the paint to Jenkins. Jenkins gets her shot blocked. It is 23-22 in the third quarter with 7:24 to go. And quickly off the inbound pass, Natalie Walker puts up a three, no good. Rebounded by Big Piney. Rain Sorensen over to Runyon. Runyon gets the ball stolen easily by Jenkins. And then Jenkins stepped out of bounds. Yeah, Jenkins grabbed the ball from Runyon. Runyon was not meant to be dribbling like that against a much smaller Jenkins. And Jenkins got the better of her, but she got it and right on the out-of-bounds line and stepped out. So now, wash, rinse, repeat. Big Piney goes inside to Strong and now into Runyon. Runyon puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by John-A Spoonhunter and fouled on the rebound as she was trying to turn around. Let's see who this foul's on. 23, I believe, which wouldn't make sense because there's not a 23 on Big Piney. I'm reading the numbers backward as they're presenting them to another person. 42, that was on Runyon, her first. And now Jenkins over to Frederick. Frederick gets inside the paint, has to give it back out to Jenkins. Jenkins puts the shot up, no good. Rebounded her own shot. Now Frederick for three, off the back of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Runyon. And Runyon, the long outlet pass, no one in front of Big Piney here. Oh, but wow, what hustle by Jenkins. And Jenkins blocks the shot into Big Piney's player, and Big Piney kicks it out of bounds. And that would be one of the more the best plays for Wind River that I've seen from them, as Jenkins just hustled and out-hustled everyone. And then the inbound pass gets immediately stolen by Big Piney, and they get those points right back as number 5, Shelby Guest, gets the points under the basket and one. Boy, oh boy, that was not how they wanted to start that series of play there. So now 25-22, Big Piney going for the old-fashioned three-point play. Foul was on 22. Oh man, that's John-A Spoonhunter's third. The three-point play, no good for Shelby Guest. Rebounded by Wind River. Jenkins all the way down the court, drives the baseline, puts up a shot, no good, but she knew she was getting fouled. Jenkins got the ball at the half-court line and sprinted down to the left corner near us and then down the baseline, and she's going to go to the line for two. That foul on number 10, Micah Strong, her third. And Jenkins' first shot up and nothing but net. She's now 3 for 5 from the free throw line. Second shot up and also nothing but net. She's now made 4 in a row. And that brings the game to a one-point game one more time, 25-24, 6:18 to go on our Wild Today scoreboard. Big Piney gets down to the free throw line, has to pass it back out to Runyon. Runyon to Strong. Strong gets stopped when she tries to penetrate, And now number 5, Guest, she tries to penetrate. Big travel there, no one called it, even the fans. You could hear it, that one. Back out, and now Strong on the left wing, and now she travels. Kind of a makeup call there. Another turnover, their second of this quarter. Wind River with 1 turnover this quarter. We're 2 minutes into play here. The inbound pass goes to Frederick, who drops the ball right into the hands of number 13, Sherry Ann Brower, who gets the two-pointer really easily, no one around her. And then Frederick passes the ball away, turns it over on another inbound pass. And Big Piney last touched it. And we're just trying to figure out what happened here. Big Piney got the two-pointer. They inbounded the ball. They're still trying to figure out whose ball it is. Wind River's going to inbound it from underneath the basket to full court pressure. Inbounds it to John-A. John-A with 3 Wind River Cougars around her. They get it to Natalie Walker. Now to Jenkins across the timeline. Jenkins back to Walker at the top. She taps her head for a play. John-A gets the ball at the top. And she gets the switch she wants, it looks like, as Walker is wide open in the left corner for 3. Oh, right off the rim, no good, but rebounded by John-A. And it's good. John-A Spoonhunter, 7th point of the game. 26-27, Big Piney. Big Piney now on the left side, far side, moving left to right on your radio dial. And number 13 puts it up, Brower, no good. Rebounded by number 10, Micah Strong, also no good, but on the putback, she's fouled. Looks like a foul by Walker, and it is Natalie Walker's first. So they're going to go to the line, Big Piney is. We're going to see Micah Strong at the free throw line for her first points of the game. Micah Strong, a 22% free throw shooter all season, misses the first one. Strong still no points in this game. Feel like I've called her name quite a bit. Second free throw up, and again, no good. Rebounded by two teams. It's going to be a held ball. That's possession arrow, Wind River. Wind River gets the luck of the possession arrow. As Kevin Shields would say, the worst thing since sliced bread. He just eats his bread in loaves. And then a bad inbound pass stolen away by Big Piney. Just too long of an inbound pass, and now Jenkins almost steals the ball back. They get it back out to Brower. Brower now out to Sorensen. Sorensen to Strong on the right side, near side drives, and it's good. Strong gets those 2 points that she just missed at the free throw line. Big Piney now up by 3. Long pass to Jenkins, now inside to Karina Frederick for 2. And Karina Frederick gets a nice, easy layup there. And what a foul. Angela Spoonhunter had the ball behind her. The ball was in Big Piney's hands and Rain Sorensen's hands. She went up for a shot. You could hear the slap up here. And Angela Spoonhunter with her second. That's going to put Rain Sorensen at the line, looking for points number 3 and 4. She has not scored since the first quarter. First one up and good. She's got a quick release of a shot. And we're going to get a lot of substitutions. We're going to get a wholesale change here for Big Piney. We got Runyon coming in. We got 4 players coming in. The only player that's still going to be on the court is the one shooting free throws in Rain Sorensen, as Cody Green, Sienna White Rock. Rain Sorensen makes the second one. So it's 31-28 now. And we're going to get a timeout. And we will take it with them. I'm going to double check my math here. We'll be back on 93.1 KFCW and on YO Today's YouTube page.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Welcome back to Riverton Middle School, home of the Spartans, where we are seeing a 31-28 lead by Big Piney. At halftime, Wind River was leading 22-21, and Big Piney has just come out and put on a clinic. They've missed 3 of their 5 free throws, but yet they are still up with 4:29 to go in this third quarter. Jenkins almost loses the inbound pass on the 5-second rule, gives it off to John-A. John-A to Angela, and Angela can't control the pass, and that's a turnover. Number 5 on the quarter for Wind River. The Spoon Hunters have amassed quite a crowd themselves here. A lot of Wyoming Indian fans might know the name Spoon Hunter. Cordell Spoon Hunter plays for the boys, and 2 Spoon Hunters play for Wind River here. So lots of fans moving from the high school to the middle school just to watch this game as Big Piney travels across the timeline. No full court pressure anymore. Big Piney now gets it inside really quick to Runyon. Oh, that wasn't Runyon. That was Rain Sorensen. Rebounded, though, by John-A Spoonhunter. John-A now goes coast to coast, tries to put up a shot, and she's going to be fouled. No, she traveled first. That call could have gone either way. And now the inbound pass to Big Piney. Sienna White Rock gets the ball. She has to stop, travels across court now to Cody Green, back to White Rock, back to Green, just paying a little back and forth, and now over to Brower on the left side, far side. A dangerous pass, almost stolen away, and now it is. And Jenkins is going to get the ball. She had 2-on-1, but she had to pick it up, and now a bad pass to Walker. And that's going to lead to a foul as Walker went up for the shot. No, not a foul. They're going to call it a block. Simple block on Big Piney goes out of bounds, so Jenkins is going to pass it in underneath. Big Piney again substituting in. They're getting a lot of fresh legs in here while Wind River is kind of keeping the same group on the court. Inbound pass to Walker, over to Frederick on the right wing. Wind River moving right to left on your radio dials. Walker now at the top of the key, gives it off to Frederick, now over to John A. at the top. John A. gives it to Jenkins. Walker on the left corner, and now a bad pass off the foot of Frederick. Frederick just picks up a shot when she picks it up, and they're going to call that a foul? I wonder where that foul came from, but it's going to be a shooting foul, and Karina Frederick's going to go to the line for 2 more. She missed her last 2 in that last quarter. She's 0 for 2 today. That's on Cody Green, that foul. That's her 3rd. Frederick's second shot, or first shot up, no good. She's now 0 for 3. I joked with her dad about shooting free throws at home. I know Coach Frederick works with Cooper on everything. I don't know if we're getting a lot of help here with Karina. Free throw line, second shot up. That one bounces off, no good. Rebounded by Big Piney. Frederick now 0 for 4 from the free throw line. Big Piney still up 31-28. Jenkins, nice reach, and she gets the steal and tries to save it out of bounds, steps out of bounds. So that would be a turnover on both teams. 7th for Wind River in this quarter. Big Piney inbounds it to the top of the key to Strong. Strong, long cross-court pass to Brower. Now over to Guest. Guest inside to Runyon, puts up a shot off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Brower. She puts it back out to the top of the key to Strong. Now on the right side, near side is Sorensen. Another cross-court pass out to the top, and they're just playing around the key here, seeing who can get the most open. Now inside to Runyon. Runyon puts up a little turn, could have been a travel, and the shot no good. Rebounded, last touch by Wind River as it goes out of bounds. And now we have an inbound pass coming in from Big Piney all the way to the top of the key from under the basket to Guest. Guest now back over to Strong on the left wing. Now Guest has it back to Strong. Now in the left corner, you're going to see, Sorensen tried to drive the baseline. She gets tripped up by Karina Frederick. That's going to be the 4th foul on Wind River in this quarter. They need to be careful. 2.5 minutes to go. And that's Karina Frederick's 3rd. Inbound pass goes to Guest, now to Strong. Strong over to Guest on the left wing, now back. This is the exact same play they just tried to call, and instead of running up the baseline and tripping, she runs up the baseline and dribbles it out of bounds. So an out of bounds turnover by Big Piney. Inbound pass, still facing full court pressure. They face it all day. Wind River gets it across the timeline rather easily. Karina Frederick goes in up against Runyon, puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by John A. And then Runyon with a foul on the putback. Angela Spoonhunter actually with the shot, and that's going to be Runyon's 2nd. Angela Spoonhunter 1 for 2 from the line, looking to go 2 for 3 here. First shot up and nothing but net. Angela Spoonhunter's 2nd shot incoming, and that one bounces off, no good. Rebounded by Wind River, but she stepped out of bounds. And that will lead to a Big Piney inbound underneath the basket. 31-29, 2:08 to go in this 3rd quarter. If you're just now joining us on Wild Today's YouTube page or on 93.1 KFCW, we are in the 3rd game of the girls bracket in the 2A West Regional Tournament out here in Riverton. We saw Shoshone lose earlier to Kimmerer. Don't know how the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs won their game against Grable, and now we are seeing Wind River facing Big Piney. Wind River down by 2. Big Piney's Sherry Ann Brower puts up a 3, and it's good from the right wing. Wind River bodies hit the floor on the fast break here as they try and get it across the timeline, and they get it out to Jenkins. They have to stop. So it's 34-29. And Natalie Walker hands it off to John A. John A at the top of the key getting double teamed. Now she gets it to single team. She passes it dangerously to Walker on the left wing near side. She drives the baseline, has to put it back out, cross court to Karina Frederick, fakes a 3, goes in through the paint, Gives it back out to Angela Spoonhunter, almost loses it. Cross-court pass to Jenkins, back out to Frederick. Frederick gonna put up the three this time. Oh, off the iron, no good. Rebounded by Runyon. And this 5-point deficit looks to be 7 as she's wide open on the fast break. Oh, she missed the layup. Oh, Rain Sorensen misses the layup. No one in front of her, and under a minute left to go. Jenkins travels down to the left wing. Cross-court pass to Angela Spoonhunter for 3. No good. Rebounded again by Runyon. And then stolen away, almost stolen away, I should say, by Jenkins. Big Piney gets the ball out to Strong. Strong inside to Sorensen, who turns the ball over. 32 seconds to go now. Wind River trying to take this last shot. I would imagine Natalie Walker gets it inside and just throws the ball away. Turnover. Number 8. Both teams have at least 7 turnovers in this third quarter. 26.6 seconds to go. 34-29 lead for Big Piney. Big Piney bringing in some subs here for the last play. Briley Bailey, the girl that scored 8 points in the second quarter, finally getting some minutes in this third. I don't know why they wouldn't leave her in. But Big Piney gets the ball across the timeline, facing no pressure. Up by 5. Strong tries to go around the wing and loses it out of bounds. I thought that might have been last touch by Wind River, but they're saying Strong just dribbled it off her foot. And now we're getting even more sub-ins. Runyon taking a break while Jolynn Jones comes in. First time we've called her name. Jenkins inbounds it, gets the ball back. Now over to Walker. Walker, long cross-court pass to John A. Spoonhunter, who fakes a 3, goes in for the 2, no good, little floater, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Big Piney's gonna get a shot off, and the fast break layup goes in for number 10, Micah Strong. And that's gonna lead to a 36-29 lead at the end of the third quarter. We'll be back on 93.1 KFCW and on Wild Today's YouTube page right after this.
A well-drawn-up game plan can be the difference between wins and losses. The same can be said about your mental health. Making a game plan to talk to your children can make a huge impact on them and help make them feel supported and listened to. The good news is, this winning game plan isn't hard to implement. All it takes is you starting the conversation and being ready to talk. If you need helpful resources and tools, you can visit FremontCountyPrevention.com.
If your vehicle needs repair, you can depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Welcome back to the fourth quarter of play here at Riverton Middle School. Wind River only scoring 7 points in that third quarter compared to 15 by Big Piney. That is a big deficit. Now it's 36-29. Big Piney with the ball, and driving down the baseline is Brower. Brower has to pass it back out to Strong. Cross-court pass to White Rock. Now Guest has it. Back to Strong. Jenkins playing that sticky defense, almost gets the ball again. Guest at the top of the line, over to White Rock. Back out to Brower. Now inside to Bailey. Bailey puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by John A. Spoonhunter. Spoonhunter passes it off to Walker. Walker crosses the timeline. She changes who she wants to go up against. She chooses to go up against Micah Strong. Passes it off to Martina Large. And now inside to John A. John A. puts up a shot way too short. Rebounded by Big Piney. Now White Rock dribbling, and she loses the ball. Stolen away, and now Natalie Walker with an easy layup, and that's good. Natalie Walker's 6th point of the game. Big Piney barely getting it over the timeline. Now inside to Bailey. Bailey puts up a shot uncontested. Bailey now has double-digit points. Big Piney's lead is back up to 7. Walker gets the ball across the timeline. Long pass to Angela Spoonhunter, has to save it, give it out to Large. Large to Walker, Walker to Jenkins. Jenkins back out to Large at the top of the key, and Walker's going to take a long 2, and that's good. Walker's second straight shot is good. 6:17 to go in this third quarter. 5-point lead for Big Piney. Big Piney still not across the timeline. Finally gets it across thanks to Brower. Brower, the outlet pass to White Rock. Oh, and the layup's no good. She had an open look, and it just hung on the iron for far too long. And now Walker with a chance to drop it to 3 points or maybe even 4 with a chance here. 33-38. Jenkins on the left wing. Passes it out to Walker on the right. Now in the corner is Large for 2. Off the backboard, no good. Walker fouls on the rebound. That's going to be Natalie Walker's second. And it didn't help at all as that rebound was securely in the hands of Big Piney. She fouled just a foul there. Lots of photographers at this game. Must mean the other game's just not going as well. Big Piney gets it across the timeline to White Rock. White Rock back out to Strong. Now Strong over to Brower. Inside look to Bailey. Bailey, another layup is good. She could very easily be the player of the game. Timeout, Big Piney, as the lead jumps to 40-33. We'll be back. 5:23 to go in this fourth quarter.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Welcome back to Riverton Middle School, talking some Denver Broncos football as they just hired Davis Webb, a quarterback that played in the league last year as a backup. He is 28 years old. He's going to be the quarterback coach for the Denver Broncos. He is going to be coaching up 34-year-old Russell Wilson. I don't know how much more he could teach a Super Bowl quarterback, but we will see. And immediately after the inbound pass, Big Piney steals it, and they put up a little shot. No good. Rebounded by Walker. And they're lucky that they got away with that. And now a bad pass gets tipped off the foot of Big Piney, and Wind River will get it in the left side corner nearest to us. 40-33, 5:10 to go. Jenkins inbounds it to Emma Miller, puts up a shot off the backboard, or off the iron, no good. Rebounded by Jenkins, who puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by John A. Spoonhunter, puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded again by John A. Spoonhunter, and now it goes over to Jenkins. Now to Walker at the top of the key for 3, that's good! Natalie Walker with her 7th straight point, and now she gets a steal, but she goes out of bounds. Natalie Walker playing a straight big-time game for her. And the lead is now back down to 4, 40-36, 4:49 to go. Wind River rallying here. And remember, don't touch that radio dial. After this, Cody Beers is going to have a great game for you on this exact same station. And quickly, Big Piney gets it underneath the basket to Brower. Brower puts up a shot, no good. Little 5-foot floater, rebounded by John A. Spoonhunter. I'll get you more on that game from Cody Beers later whenever I get a second here, but don't turn that dial. John A. Spoonhunter drives up, puts up a shot, rims around, no good. Emma Miller with the rebound, puts up a shot, and she is fouled. Emma Miller does not go to the line very often. She's actually only gone 2 times, and she's made both of them. So she's a 100% shooter, and that's going to be number 13's first penalty. That's Brower. Emma Miller's first shot up and bounces around, and it's good. Emma Miller with 1 point in the game. Like I said, she only averages .4, so she's already doing better than her average. Doubling it up. Second shot up and good. Lead is now down to 2, 40-38. Big Piney with the ball in the backcourt. They're still in the backcourt. They're going to have to hurry. They cross it across the timeline. Quick passing inside to Briley Bailey, and she gets the shot. She's been sitting underneath that basket waiting for those passes all game long, and they're working. Wind River still in the backcourt trying to get across the timeline. They do to Jenkins, and a reach-in foul. A push foul on number 10. Yep, number 10. That's Micah Strong's 4th. 6 fouls for Big Piney, 5 fouls for Wind River. Natalie Walker gets the inbound pass, back to Jenkins. Jenkins inside to Emma Miller, now back out to Jenkins. Top of the key, Martina Large has it. Large now tries to penetrate, can't. Gets it out to Walker for 3, no good, air ball. Rebounded by Guest. Long football pass, stolen away by Jenkins, and then it's going to be called a reach-in. It looks like Jenkins stepped on her hand at the end there too. And Jenkins, believe it or not, that's her first foul with how many times that she's been caught trying to steal the ball. Jenkins' first foul, 42-38, 3:35 to go in this 4th and final quarter. Inbounding it is Sherry Ann Brower. Gets it into Strong at the top of the key. She gets the pick and roll she wants, but the roll doesn't happen, so she has to turn back around. Jenkins again almost steals the ball. Now inside to Briley. Briley puts up another shot, no good. This time rebounded by Brower, and now we got a push on Wind River. Looks like it's going to be on Natalie Walker. That would be her 3rd, and it is. That's going to send Brower to the free throw line as they have officially hit the 1-and-1, the bonus, as they call it. So Brower going to the line. She is 1 for 2 so far in this game from the free throw line. But before we get that, we're going to get a timeout by Coach Cody Klein of Wind River. It's 42-38. Big Piney holding on to this lead. 3.5 minutes to go. We'll be back on 93.1 KFCW.
Hey there, how's your day going? Frustrating. My car's check engine light came on and they can't take it in till next week. And then Max, our Rottweiler, chewed up my glasses and I'm going to have to wait at least a week to get another pair. It seems you have to wait for everything important.
I know the feeling. Some things seem to take forever to get done.
Forgot to ask, how's your day?
I had to take my daughter into the clinic to have her arm looked at.
Let me guess. You had to wait to get an appointment. What was it, 1 week, 2 weeks?
Same day.
What? Same day?
We go to Hot Springs Health. They offer same-day appointments at all their clinics. Riverton, Shoshone, Thermopolis, Worland, and Basin. You just call the clinic and you have an appointment in a matter of minutes. It's easy and so convenient.
Wow, so Hot Springs Health actually values our time? Thanks for the advice. Now if I could only get a same-day appointment for Max. He hasn't been the same since he ate my glasses. He keeps running around and making a spectacle of himself.
For more information or directions, please visit hotspringshealth.com, your hub of healthcare in the Basin.
Big shout out to Hot Springs Health. They are helping me deliver our first baby in about a month and a half's time. Wife due on April Fool's Day. If that isn't exactly perfect for my wife and I's first shot up, no good by Brower. Rebounded by Wind River. Long football pass by John A. Spoonhunter, intercepted by Big Piney, and now Jenkins steals the ball away. They're going to call that a held ball. Jenkins ripped it right out of the way. It is still Wind River's ball. Still Wind River's ball, 42-38. Jenkins inbounds it to Walker. Facing full court pressure, she has to bring someone near her. Jenkins now gets the ball, still in the backcourt, passes it to Walker across the timeline. Now to Karina Frederick. Frederick to Walker at the top. Now to Jenkins at the top. Jenkins passes it to John A. now at the top. They're just passing around and moving to the top of the key, trying to get someone inside. Natalie Walker finds cross-court pass to John A. Spoonhunter, drives, puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Walker. And that was a great rebound. Passes it inside to Emma Miller, who gets it to John A. Spoonhunter, who puts up another shot. That one's good. If she wasn't going to get it the first time, she got it the second time. Jenkins almost steals the inbound pass. And now a double dribble, everyone yelling for it. Briley puts up a shot from 5 feet out, no good. Rebounded though. And the long pass saved, luckily, by Jenkins. And now Emma Miller going to go up and put up an easy layup, and she's fouled. Shot doesn't drop, 2:17 to go. That was great off of the turnover there. John A. Spoonhunter going over to Coach Klein and asking for some directions. Emma Miller going to the line. Foul was on number 22. That's Briley Bailey's third. Emma Miller's first shot up and no good. That's her first missed free throw of the season. She is now 4 for 5 on the season. She does not get that many free throw attempts. And we're going to get a timeout by Big Piney. Score still 42-40. We'll be back on 93.1 KFCW, and we're streaming on Wild Today's YouTube page.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
Welcome back to Riverton Middle School. Lots of fans on both sides teams here on both sides of the bleachers. If you look right, it's almost all purple. A lot of Denver Broncos and purple stuff. And then if you look to the left, it's almost entirely red. Big Piney and quite a few Wyoming Indian fans here that settled in on the left side before the game really began. Emma Miller's second shot from the free throw line going to go up here. And that one is up, no good. Rebounded by Runyon, who's back in the game. That's no good for Wind River in the rest of this game. If they miss a shot, Runyon's been pulling down rebounds better than anyone else on the court. Now at the top of the key, it's Strong. Strong over to Brower. At the top, she gives it to Runyon. Runyon is not inside the paint. She gives it back out to Strong. Strong tries to penetrate. Jenkins almost gets another foul, but she almost gets the steal too. They end up giving it back out to Guest. Guest back out to Strong. They're just holding on to the time. It's 1:45 to go. Wind River has to do something. They could do whatever they want with the last 2 minutes. And now Strong going to drive inside, and she's going to travel. And that is a travel on Big Piney. That is their third turnover of this quarter. By far their best quarter in turnover. And now inbound pass to John A. Spoonhunter across the timeline. She dribbles all the way up court, and then she just throws it away. Bad pass. And now an outlet pass to a wide open Strong under the basket is good. Boy, they just had no one protecting underneath. And now the inbound pass goes to Jenkins. Jenkins inside to Emma Miller, who puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Big Piney. Big Piney with 70 seconds before victory here, and Brower going to get the ball across the timeline. Emma Miller almost steals it over to Strong. Strong facing Jenkins. Jenkins trying to steal. Back over to Guest. You got to do something. Wind River cannot let them hold on to the ball. 55 seconds to go, and now they finally foul. It's going to lead to Micah Strong going to the free throw line. Foul on 31, Amanda Jenkins. She could give up those. That's only her second. Micah Strong now going to the free throw line. She missed her one and only attempt earlier. This is a 1-and-1. First shot. Up and good. She took a second with that shot there. So it's 45-40 with 52 seconds, 52.9 seconds to be exact. Micah Strong's second shot up, and boy, someone screamed their lungs out to try and get her to miss, but she didn't. So it's 46-40. Jenkins with the ball to Frederick. Back over to Jenkins across the timeline. Now to John A. She's going to put up a three, and no good. Rebounded by Karina Frederick, though. She's just going to drive, put up a little shot. Oh, no good either. John A. tries to get the rebound, and she can't, and now Micah Strong has an open lane to another point. She puts it up, no good, though. And Wind River still has some life. Football pass to John A. Jenkins is wide open. John A. is going to take the shot. Instead, she's going to get fouled. And that's a great thing for Wind River. 25 seconds to go on the clock, and it's stopped. John A. has to make these free throws. John A. Spoonhunter is 1 for 2 on the day so far. on the season, John A. is a 45% free throw shooter, so she's right at her average. Big Piney's going to call a timeout and get a play set up just in case they get the rebound. We will take it with them. It's 46-40, Big Piney. We'll be back right after this.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Welcome back. John A. Spoonhunter's first and only free throw attempt, no good. Rebounded by Runyon. And Big Piney's going to walk away with this one. 15 seconds to go. Long passes underneath the basket lead to an open 2, no good. Rebounded by Big Piney. They're going to just hold on to it for the last 10 seconds here. No, they're going to get an intentional foul by Natalie Walker. And boy, they had this game in the bag. That third quarter just really tore apart Wind River. 46-40 is going to be the score right now. 8.7 seconds to go. Hannah Runyon, who is 1 for 4 from the free throw line, makes it 2 for 5 as she makes it 47-40. And I want to remind you that we are going to have an expedited post-game show here. Second shot by Runyon, no good. Rebounded by Spoonhunter. Long pass down to Karina Frederick, who puts up the 2. It's good. That's not going to stop anything. It's 47-42 to end the game. And if you cannot hear that, that is a lot of Big Piney fans. So, our expedited post-game show is going to happen because on this same radio station, 93.1 KFCW, you're going to be hearing Wind River's boys versus Kimmerer. That's going to be over in the high school. If you want to listen to the stats of this game, I'm going to give them to you real quick right here. I'm going to do the math out loud so that we can get Cody more time for his pregame show. So Natalie Walker ended with 4, 6, 8, 11 points. Karina Frederick ended with 8. John A. Spoonhunter ended with 8. Emma Miller ended with 2. She got 2 free throws in that final quarter. Angela Spoonhunter ended with 6. Amanda Jenkins ended with 6. And that leads to a grand total of 42 points. They had a 13-point fourth quarter. It just wasn't enough. In that fourth, and for Big Piney, we won't do the fourth quarter stats. We'll just give you full stats. Cody Green has 2 points. Shelby Guest had 2 points. Micah Strong had 6 points. She had 2 in that final quarter. Sherry Ann Brower had 15 points. Rain Sorensen had 4. Briley Bailey, who had 8 points in the second quarter alone, added 6 more in the fourth, made that 14 points. And Hannah Runyon with 2 points, both from free throws. Final score, again, 47-42, all Big Piney. And we will send it over to Cody with the Wind River boys facing off against Kimmerer. If you would like to listen to the next game here, the next game being St. Stephen's boys versus Rocky Mountain, you can turn to 93.9 KTAK, or you could reload your YO Today YouTube page, and we will be there. Kirk, if you can hear me, I am ready, and I am willing, and I am leaving. Have a good rest of your day. We'll be back in 5 minutes with